Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday encouragement. And happy Veterans Day to all of our current and former members of the military. We are so grateful for your service. And that's going to be the subject of our thought today. But really quickly, I want to remind you of a couple of things going on here at Cherry Avenue. Make sure to join us for lunch Sunday after the worship service for our Thanksgiving fellowship meal. You don't have to bring anything but your appetite. Just enjoy the time sharing a Thanksgiving meal with your church family. So please plan to stay for lunch with us this coming Sunday after the service. Now, for a number of weeks, we've been looking forward to the International Conference on Missions, and it's almost here. We're excited about that. Starting next Thursday, the 18th, and going through Sunday, the 21st, at the Richmond Convention Center. It's a rare treat to have the conference so close, and you don't want to miss out on this great opportunity. We believe it will benefit you so much that the church has taken care of your registration, so you can attend at no cost to you. Just go to our website, www.cherryav.net, and click on the ICOM link, and it'll walk you through it. And if you can't attend in person, it's being live streamed online. You register the same way as you would if you were going in person. You do need to register. Just use a different code at checkout. Again, it doesn't cost you anything, and that information is on our website. But I can't encourage you strongly enough, if you go, even if you go one day, it will be an incredible blessing. Well, and as part of the conference, the churches in Virginia are coming together to raise money to plant 21 churches around the world. And we've determined that this will take about $500,000 to do. And we at Cherry Avenue are committed to doing our part in that. Our leadership is committed to give $4,000 among us, and we want to challenge you to consider giving toward this endeavor as well. This past Sunday, we heard some of the amazing success stories from the campaign to plant 7 churches that we participated in 6 years ago, and how God has turned those 7 churches into 14. And it was such a blessing to see pictures of people being baptized into Christ and knowing that we played a role in that. And we want to see what God is going to do when we plant 21 churches. Can you imagine the things He can do? We gave out yellow envelopes this past Sunday and asked you to pray about what the Lord would lead you to give to help plant churches in many parts of the world. And one that I'm particularly excited about is the effort to plant churches in Nepal. Many of you know that we've been bringing children to our church for years who came to the U.S. as refugees from Nepal. And it means a lot to us to be able to plant churches in Nepal, as well as several other parts of the world. So please pray about that and join us in helping to plant 21 churches in 2021. And if you want to participate and you can't be here in person Sunday, you can mail or bring your gift by the church office. Just make sure you put a note with it designating it for the 21 in 21 campaign, so our treasury team will know that that's what it's for. Well, as you know, tomorrow is Veterans Day. And as we approach that, we want to honor those who secured our freedom through their service in the armed forces. In the service this past Sunday, I shared a quote from G.K. Chesterton that means a lot to me. Chesterton said, "The true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him."
One time I was waiting for the bus with my son. I remember it was so hot outside and he hadn't had a nap. It seemed like the bus was never going to come. And then this old man walked up. The hat he was wearing stood out to me. I remember that. My son was not giving in, but it didn't seem to bother the man. He looked over at me and said, "Looks like you got a real precious one there." I thanked him and looked down the street, hoping to see the bus coming. Honestly, I was probably just embarrassed by the way my son was acting, but before I knew it, he was off on his way. I couldn't help it. I felt compelled to say it. So I just called after him. "Sir? Sir?" And he turned around. I said, "I just wanted to say thank you for your service." And I'll never forget this moment. He smiled real wide at me like he'd known me my whole life, gently tipped his hat and said, "You're very welcome. You were worth it."